My name is Cornell Ross. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, and I am the creator of Fatal Love. On the edge of my feelings. Should I pop some popcorn? It's hard to let it.
Want to be moving now without popcorn, right?
Why don't you love me anymore?
Just another tale of a fatal love. I wanted to be able to, one, challenge myself because I've been funny my whole life, so I've been able to invoke that type of emotion in people forever. So I wanted to be able to challenge myself to invoke other emotions. I want to be able to make people cry. I want to be able to make people think. I want to create all different types of things and show people that they can create it, because I don't have a background in film at all, and I'm able to pull my resources, knowledge, and the people I know together to create these things. So I want to just inspire people to show like, oh, even without the background knowledge of something, you can make it happen if you just put your mind to it. And I think with film, you can literally invoke every emotion. You can make somebody mad, sad, scared, happy, all in the same movie.
Now, on the phone, you said you love me, correct?
Listen, baby, can you just listen, please?
Who was that?
It's a girl from my past.
It would be a shame if I showed up and rained on your little parade, now wouldn't it? So you gonna kill me now?
It's not your fault. It's all her.
Did you ever go to a film school, or?
I went to school for marketing for a few years and dropped out, but never knew anything about film. Literally just start creating videos when Instagram got videos, creating on my phone, and then just grew from there. I grew a passion for creating, and I wanted to challenge myself to be better, so I started meeting people, start traveling out here, and I was meeting actors and seeing how they filmed and stuff, so I'm like, I need to come out here to learn more. So I moved out here and started looking at YouTube videos and just learning from the different people that I knew, and then just grew day by day off of that. No school though. You lucky she ain't did it.
We could do overs like this way or this way.
I think. Well, if we do that, probably this side. Me and Ephraim had did When She Crazy Over the D finale, but those were usually funny, and we made the last one a little bit like scarier. And it was just me, Wes, and Ephraim. We went to Alley, and then we recorded the scene in here. It was really just three. And I wanted to continue that, but I wanted to create a whole nother story based off that. So I really just changed the characters' names, and it was inspired from the skit. It came out way better. Like if I show y'all that video compared to this, you'll be like, it's a major upgrade. And I can't wait to do the next one, because everything I do, I would just want it to be better than the last. Like doing this project, it was my first short film, and I learned so much from pre-production to production to post-production that I know the next one will be better. And it's all about just preparation. Because people don't even know, I actually, we was filming Fatal Love before, but I didn't like the way it was looking. I didn't really prep it. And we shot for like 2-3 days. I spent money, I bought location and everything, but I just scrapped it because it wasn't up to par of what I knew I could do and what I knew my team could bring to the table. So I went back to the drawing board, rewrote it, and just was patient with it. And now that's how we got what we got today.
What was different this time around from the previous time that you shot it?
Basically like storyboarding, getting more in depth into each scene. Before, when I was doing it, I just wrote it and showed up and was shooting it like I was shooting a skit, like, oh, it wasn't really no prep. But this time, I knew what shots I wanted to get, and I even decided to do a lot of telephoto lenses. We mostly shot on 50, 85, and 135 for the simple fact I wanted people to be into the characters. I didn't want people to look at the environment. So when you watch the film, you feel like you with these people. That's why you don't see a lot of wide shots. I use a lot of close-ups, so you are into the character instead of into the world that they in. That was mostly the prep, just storyboarding and shot listing, and actually making like a shooting schedule. Like, all right, let's make sure this done at this time. And that's why I had the first AD, Lante, he made sure we stayed on schedule and everything was just moving. So when you come up, I want you to look around so you'll say something like,
Let's get the monopod.
and action. If I would have been exposed to these things earlier, I probably would have got into it earlier. I think a lot of people don't know because they're not exposed to it. And that's the main reason I wanted to start doing BTS, because one, I learn a lot from watching other BTS, and I know it's people who watch me who want to know how things are done, or, oh, I wonder how this was made, and if I can show that, basically giving an online class to people. What you need on the camera, so y'all setting up this, I'll just set the cameras up.
I'm not sure yet, but probably one of the NVs. But
Like a 0.6.
that's probably what I put on there. But
0.6 and the 8th Pro.
yeah, I got the 8th in there. On
I was talking
on the
about
Gemini. Or we go more.
Or move the goddamn love set. All right, Fatal Love, scene 1, take 2, soft sticks.
I think it's good. Let's see. Need that second monitor. Is it on here?
No. Well, I don't even know if they can. No, because they only got these ports.
Book.
Because this probably wasn't gonna take too long. Look at 4 lines of that dialogue. So yeah, we ahead, so it should be good. Bet. Unless I get hit by a car. Yeah, but I think a lot of people just need to be exposed to it, and that's the main reason I love showing BTS, because people see the final products, but they don't know how stuff is made. So if I show people like the making of this film, they see how the music was made. They see how I interacted with the actors and how they prepared, and then the cinematographer, the sound, the AC, all the people on set, like people get to see. And then you might see yourself in one of those people. Because I think a lot of people don't know, like they might have a natural skill to be a producer, to be a cinematographer. Like people who take photos, they can be cinematographers because they frame and light things a certain way, but they might not know what it is. So if I can show that kid or that child or even an adult that might have the skill, then they might want to pursue it, and one day they might be great. The first day, Lightweight was nervous because I never really shot nothing at this scale, and I'm working with people who've been on sets and that have experience. So for me to be able to lead them and them to be able to trust me, it gave me confidence, like, all right, they believe in me, so I ain't got no choice but to believe in myself. So little nervous, but I kept my cool and just made sure everything rolled. And the first day everything went pretty good. And my confidence doesn't even just come from me, it comes from the people I work with as well. When you work with passionate people, it just makes the job easier. And I'm open to listening to them. Like I will listen to Wes, Easy, Brill. Everybody made suggestions in this film, every little part. And that's what's amazing to me. Like this not just my vision, it started out as that, but it's a collection of everybody putting in input, like, oh, I think we should do this. Like Tyler, she would say, oh, let's get that again. I think I can give more. And that's what I appreciate, working with people who want to bring out the best in themselves and the art of the film. They all have been in different sets and different places, so me listening to them helped me learn more so I can be a better director and be able to communicate. Because I think communication on set is one of the best things you can have, and I feel like the team that I have now, and we will grow, and of course we all gonna be better, but I feel like we developed a chemistry. Everybody speaks the language and we know how to talk to each other, and we respect each other. We all respect each other. We might joke, we might say some crazy things every once in a while, but at the end of the day, we all respect each other. We all know what we're here for. We're here to work and produce a great product for people to see, so yeah. So what are your plans for today?
Oh, nothing. I don't work today, so I'll just be working from home. What about you?
Not too much. Just have a date later, that's about it. Just got a date later, that's about it.
A date?
Yeah. I met this new chick and I want to take her serious. Casting, you know, I just like to work with people that's passionate. Like when I showed Ephraim the script, she was excited. Well, Ephraim was already sure in there. We've been talking about that thing for a minute, so. And then with Tyler, you know, it was between her and a few other people. I did like some chemistry reads and stuff like that, but I felt like she would be able to portray it the best. And she did a hell of a job. And then with the cops, Watch, that's my boy. He came through for the scene. And then Bianca, you know, she had a little role, but I appreciate her for coming through. I don't know, it's a certain thing I see in people. Like, I see potential in the people I work with. Like, I know everybody is gonna be great. And I'm thankful that I'm able to work with these people now. And definitely, the bigger I get, of course, I'm gonna be hit. Oh, I got this film, it's an action. Oh, remember when you said? It's like, I know who I'll be working with in the future just because I know so many great people. And over the years, you're gonna see me working with all the people I know because they all are talented. They just don't have the opportunities just because everybody can't get a role. So I just need everybody to know when I call, just answer, please. Please.
What happened during filming that surprised you, or like you just like didn't expect?
Day 2 at night, we was filming the fight scene, and we was running out of time because Ephraim was only there, supposed to be there for like a couple days, but then we didn't end up finishing the scene, and I'm like trying to rush and get through. I'm like, oh shit, we not gonna finish. But she ended up saying she can come the next day to finish it. And I'm like, thank God, because then we would have just had to add extra days to shoot. But thank you, Ephraim, for coming that next day. And then that next day, we got to it. We multi-cammed it. The last 30, 45 minutes before she had to leave, we in a rush. Everybody moving and everything was just exciting. Like, and it was unexpected, but it was like exciting. And also when the fire alarm went off, because Easy had the damn remote in his pocket, and the smoke was all in my apartment. I thought my house was on fire. This is what happened. We was filming the scene outside when Maria was in the car. Then I hear beep, and I'm like, what idiot letting a fire alarm go off? I'm dogging the person. I'm thinking somebody just letting a fire alarm go off. And then Lante like, oh, that's yours. I get up, I run in the apartment. I see smoke coming from my door. I'm like, oh my God, my house on fire. I run in the house, boom. I look at the stove, no fire. So I'm like, what is it? It's the damn the haze machine we was using. So then I'm looking for everywhere for the haze machine, can't find it. It's behind the door, haze everywhere. But we got through it. I had Lante just stay up here and clear out the room, but that was crazy. I thought my house was about to burn down, but I remained calm in the situation. Fog machine.
I got what I need.
This shit look like a horror film. It's easy to look at things you don't have, and it's easy to make excuses like, oh, I could be doing this if, well, I started videos from a phone. I never thought I'd be recording on, I didn't even know what a red camera was. I didn't know nothing about cinema, but I knew if I kept recording with this phone and gain a following that it would provide other opportunities. And then when I started making money, I thought to myself like, all right, instead of me waiting for these companies or people to audition and this and that, I can just buy the stuff myself, teach myself how to use it, surround myself with other people who want to do the same thing, and just make it happen. Like, I think every day we wake up, we have choices. The choices you make affect your tomorrow. All I can do is live in the present. So I can't think about the things I don't have. I can't think about the people I don't know. I look at who do I have access to, what resources do I have, and how could I utilize those and put it all together to make something happen. Because regardless of what you have, you can make anything happen. Like, you can make a movie on the phone. You can make a movie with regular home lights. You just have to be creative. And another thing, matter of fact, I would say this. I think a lot of people don't make excuses. They just fearful of being seen at a certain level. It's like, oh, I know I can probably create on this level if I had these things, but I don't want people to see me here. I never gave a fuck about people seeing me at this level because I knew that I would grow to be at another level. All the people who've been following me since 2014, 15, I was recording in a messed up house, in the hood. I didn't care. I would set my phone up on a stand just to make a video, but it was me being vulnerable and showing people my actual life. Like, I didn't care because I knew where I was going to be. I think if people get over that fear of, oh, I don't want people to see me down here, then a lot of people would be able to progress, because the only way you can progress is by doing, and the only way you can learn is by doing. So I would just tell people to just always just do it. Why the fuck not? It was a couple times where I was trying to rush them to set up like lights, because I'm like, oh, we gotta hurry up, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, I'd rather them take their time. So like me having consideration for that now, seeing like how long it take to set this up, and it showed me like I could write differently as well. So just from watching the edits, like, damn, I could have wrote a longer scene right here. I could have paced this moment, but that just comes from me being critical of myself, like what I could do better. But yeah, it was just moments of how to work with people and listen to people, because I haven't been in these situations a lot. So I just learned a lot, for real. And I learned a lot from other people, like learning from actors and learning from Wes and Brill and Easy, because they all been in different sets and different places. So me listening to them helped me learn more, so I can be a better director and be able to communicate. Because I think communication on set is one of the best things you can have. And I feel like the team that I have now, and we will grow, and of course we all gonna be better, but I feel like we developed a chemistry. Everybody speaks the language, and we know how to talk to each other, and we respect each other. So I think that's another thing. Respect is one of the things we have. Like, we all respect each other. We might joke, we might say some crazy things every once in a while, but at the end of the day, we all respect each other. We all know what we're here for. We're here to work and produce a great product for people to see. So yeah, I wanted it to feel real. I wanted the lighting to match the film. When I was talking to Wes before the film, I was showing him pictures, like the scene with Brittany was tied up. I showed him a shot where it's like her face is dark, but it's light on this side. You feel it more, rather than if everything just lit, it's like, it's too happy. Like, it's not a happy film. Like, in the happy moments, like when we in the kitchen, it's all lit up, but in those moments where it's suspenseful, it's like, it's darker. When Maria's in the car, it's like you barely see her. Like, all the light matched the mood of the scenes, and that's one thing that I love. Like, the light also tells a story. The characters tell a story, the actors tell a story, the lighting tells a story. Hello? Hello, is anybody there?
I'm not just some fling or piece of meat you can toss away. Or is that what you think of me? Get here now.
Yeah, we use a multitude of stuff. Sometimes we got like slider shots, easy rig, just because you can free flow more. I like that feel. And a tripod. It all depends on the scene. Like, everything depends on the scene. Like, with the easy rig, like the first scene, we used a lot of easy rig shots with Maria and Mike in the room. You don't want it to be locked down. It's like, oh no, this is a scene where he about to stop messing with her and stuff. So, something wrong?
I mean, I just didn't know we were dating other people.
I didn't know we weren't. Like the climactic scene for the fight scene, we used the easy rig as well. And we used a lot of handheld for that scene, because it's like, now it's crazy. Like, they fight, you see Wes holding the camera, you see Jalen with the camera on top. It's like, depending on the scene is what we use for the scene. But it was mostly like easy rig, tripod. Sometimes we use some slider shots. But it was really exciting to get so many different shots. And we made sure we got like some dirty shots. Like, as the days progressed, we just got better with shooting. So like day 2, we tried more shots. Day 3, we tried more. Day 4, especially like the elevator scene. Like, we was all in the elevator getting like different shots, different angles, and make sure we getting close. And it was a simple scene, but we did a lot to make it look good. And we only used the tube in the elevator. It looked good, but we really only used the tube. And then we had shadow side the camera, and it just made it look incredible. No, just tell me what you want.
I want an apology and I want cash.
Cash? Easy really guided me in certain scenes, like the elevator scene, the phone conversation when we in the alley, like he was getting me into it because like I can't see myself on camera. It's hard to direct and act because you can't see what you're doing. You might feel it, but you can't see it. So Easy definitely helped guide me in certain scenes and certain moments. And not even just those scenes, other moments too. He would say, oh, that was great. So getting his feedback and taking his notes as well. So Easy definitely played a big part in helping me bring out stuff in the character as well. So it was a scene, it's basically at the end of the film. You guys will see it. Could probably even show a small clip because the film out already, but it's a scene at the end where the cop is found in the hallway and knocked out. But we end up changing it because like everybody on set just wasn't feeling like Wes, and everybody was like, it just don't feel right in this hallway. So we end up moving it out. We was already crunched on time. It was like, look, should we move? I'm like, look, if y'all think we should move it out, let's do it. Everybody moved it out. We switched the lights and everything, and it ended up coming out way better. But it came out better because people voiced their opinion. And you gotta actually listen to people when they say something. Even though I'm directing, I don't mind listening to people. Sometimes people make suggestions, I'd be like, oh, no, I don't really go with the vision, but sometimes it do. So I would definitely say always be open to listen to your team. And if you're working with a team, it's a team. Like nobody is bigger than a team. I don't care if I'm directing or whatever, I'ma still take note to listen to people because that's how you can make things better.
Shot, I'm thinking.
Where
Where
you
you
go.
get a two shot of it. Cause you don't see the whole thing, but I think you got it covered all angles.
Cool. I'm just making sure that's like the coolest shot of showing it, I guess.
With post-production, like I never edited a short film. Like I edited a lot of videos. I done put together scenes, but like doing this was a little different. Like Wes helped me a bit too with the pacing of certain stuff and whatnot. But it was my first time, but I'm like, why the fuck not? Like I'd rather do it. And I was already a little over budget because we shot extra days and stuff like that. So it's like, I didn't mind sitting my ass down and doing it. Cause I think with editing, it's all about a feeling. It's like, all right, what do I want people to feel with this scene or feel with these moments? And then as far as like the song, my boy Joey and David, which is the producer of the Fatal Love song I got made, I sat with them. I mean, it was crazy to see their process on how they make the songs because they did a couple songs for me already. They did the Living With My Ex, the Lil Nelly, and they did a couple other songs y'all haven't heard yet because the series aren't released, but soon to come. That process was crazy. And then sitting with Brill and Wes for the music and the sound design, that was fun too. Like just seeing them come up with stuff and then giving my input like, oh, I want this scene to have this all along. Let's make this a shorter and cut it and switch it. So that was a new experience because I never made music for a film for real. Like we did The Dummy, which was like a that kind of prepared us for this one. But like that was a crazy experience. And then seeing how they was creating, like Brill in the scene where Brittany knocks out Maria, it's like a little sound, but it's actually his voice. And then he put like reverb and effects and stuff on it to make it sound like a song, but he was really there singing it. So that was crazy to see that. And then Wes was playing the guitar and they was playing notes on the piano and everything just, I love how the music made the scenes feel more. It's like you was more into the scenes.
Even just like that, like, you know, where you can...
And then post-production, we got Tom coloring. He did his thing. It's like the editing was the cake, the color was the icing on it, and then the music was the cherry on top, and now you got a birthday platter. Like everything came together so good. Yeah, everything just came together. And I'm really proud of what we was able to do with the resources we had, because we don't have a big crew, we don't have millions of dollars. But I know if I had millions of dollars, it'll be fucking ridiculous because I seen what I can do with the money that I put up for this project. So I know if somebody gave me, man, you could give me 6 figures and I guarantee I can give you some magic just off of the strength. I know I can get the right people to make shit happen. So somebody give me $1 million. Give me $1 million. Give me 10. Don't give me 10. Don't give me, you give me 10. But no, for real though, like, a lot of stuff don't be about them. It's all about how creative you is and how you bring people together. Like, and that's one thing I think I'm good at. That's why I want to get into producing. I'm good at bringing people together and different resources and just utilizing them. To the young people, I would say really just, one, be true to yourself. I think a lot of people, especially for the younger years of our lives, we go to school, teachers telling us what to do, your parents telling you what to do. After school, you get a job, the job telling you what to do, college professors telling you what to do. Our whole lives have been structured by people telling us what to do. So then when people get a little older, you know, they lose their way or they don't know what they want to do because they never really knew who they was because their whole life was structured. So the quicker you find out who you are and what you like, then the quicker you can walk into your path. I always knew like I was funny and I'm can bring people together and I was a people person, but I never knew what I could do with that. So I would just encourage people, especially young people, to just be true to yourself. Because when you true to yourself, you attract what's for you. When you try to be something you're not, that's when you attract the things that aren't for you. It's like, oh, I want to try to be this because it's cool. I want to do this. And then that attracts certain type of people. But then when you do what you want to do, those people might not like it because they never knew what you wanted to do because you was never being yourself. So the truer you are yourself, you will attract everything that's for you. And that would be my main thing. Just be true to you. Walk in your life. Like, just make it happen. Work hard and believe in yourself, man. And surround yourself with people who believe in you as well. Because I know a lot of people, after they become successful, they be like, oh, now people want to support me. Now, that's always going to happen because they didn't see the vision. I'm never mad at people who support me now that didn't believe in me at first because they didn't see what they see now. You show people so they can believe in you. Nobody just gonna believe in you from the get-go. You have to show people you serious, show people what you can do, then they believe in you. Just because somebody know you, they don't owe you support. Just because somebody know you don't mean they just gonna automatically like what you do. If I did country music, some of my friends probably wouldn't listen to it because that's not their style. I can't be mad at that. So I encourage people to just be confident and don't be bitter with your success. Accept your success, accept people's support, even if it comes later on, and just be happy and do what you do.
What's next?
What's next? Well, next I got a few mini-series I want to do. I got a couple more short films. I got like a crime drama I'm working on, a romantic comedy, and then I got like another thriller type film. As far as films, that's what I want to do. But then I got like series. I want to bring back Lil Nelly a season 2 and film that more like a show, Living with My Ex. And then I got like an anthology series. I got an action comedy series I'm gonna be doing. Not gonna give y'all too much detail. Y'all just gotta wait. But I got a few things. Like, the idea is endless. It's all about executing. And this year, that's what I mainly want to do. I want to just plan, execute, and do what I can. And everything gonna happen when it's supposed to. It's like, I'm a firm believer in God's timing. This film happened when it was supposed to, and everything else gonna happen when it's supposed to. So, you know, this year is just a year of execution. I want to build my portfolio. I want to show people what I can do. So then, you know, that might give me an opportunity. Like, oh, we seen you do a couple things. Now let's see what you can do with this. And I'm gonna kill it when they give me the opportunity. And if they don't, I'm gonna just make it myself. I would definitely appreciate if everybody checked out the film Fatal Love. It's a lot of love put into it, a lot of time, and it's a great film. It's probably better than it's definitely better than some of the stuff y'all see on these streaming networks. I ain't gonna say no names. But it's definitely better than a lot of stuff, especially with the budget we had. And I'm really just proud of everybody, and I'm proud of myself for being able to put this together. So definitely go check it out. Watch it, show your friends, share it with some directors, share it with somebody. I need a development deal. Like, let's get the Black Eagle team on a development deal, because I would love to just be able to create Like, I really want to create films. I want to create series. I want to create stories and make it visually pleasing and have the acting be good, like, because we can do it. So go check it out. Support your boy.